Hey, Kitaholic Kits fans, it's Amy here, and I am up with my second project for this month, for the month of March, and I am doing a pocket page spread using the main and embellishment kits for you. So you can see I've already cut down some papers, some of the pattern papers for you, save you the time to see those. And my choices for these came from some of the colours in some of the pictures this time, and some of what's going on in the backgrounds and around in the photos a little bit, or tried to anyway. There are a variety of different photos, sort of the last bits and pieces of some photos of our holiday that we took last year with the kids. So this is going into my stepdaughter's album to finish that off. So I'm deciding to work on the title card first. That's kind of my go-to thing with my pocket pages. I always start with the title card because it kind of gives me a base to jump from, kind of the tone of the spread, but also then the colours and bits and pieces like that, and what I'm going to really use in it. I wasn't sure what to kind of call this spread because it's a bit of mix and match. It's kind of all family and whatnot, but I didn't have anything in the thickers that I really liked. That I didn't want to go with, love and smile and things like that, because I know I'd used some of those types of words previously when I've done some layouts and spreads for this holiday. So I wanted to make sure I sort of kept away from those. So I decided to use some pieces from, or a word from, a phrase piece from the embellishment kit. So I think it's the Pink Fresh Studio one. Yes. So the So Happy We're Here, which was pretty fitting because we were pretty dang happy that we were up on holidays at Southwest Rocks with my partners, so my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, I guess you would say. Pretty much now we're getting married, so yeah, we'll go with that. Side note. But yeah, so I wanted to use some of the frames. Now this frame does have a sentiment. The yellow one does have a bit of a sentiment on it. I think it says sunny days or something like that. And I wanted to play around with trying to use these frames. I've seen them being used in layouts, both by the design team and by just through Instagram, just scrolling through and seeing other people with these frames or similar ones. So that's what I did, and then popped some embellishments there in underneath the title just to give it a bit of a layering effect. And then that one was done. Don't know if I was happy with the frames. I'm not a frame person, but I gave it a whirl. That's all I can say. Now this one, whilst it had the birds and the flowers, you look at the whole pattern paper, I still liked the colours, combos and everything on there. So, and it's a bit homely-like and family tones to it, so I still used this piece. And it just made this photo of my stepdaughter and I sort of pop a little bit because the colours in the photo, it's not the best photo. The camera phone I was using at the time was a bit shonky. The big crack down sort of part of the lens doesn't really help, I guess. But yeah, I've upgraded now, so that's a bonus. So just adding some little pieces here from I think the Kaiser Craft embellishment kit we got in the main, one of the kits. One of the embellishments. One set of the die cuts were from the main kit and one set was from the embellishment kit. I can't remember which was what. And then just popping one of those beautiful little acrylic hearts from Corbett Creations on there. I still wasn't quite happy. I felt it needed something else along the side there. Even though it's a busy pattern paper, I just felt it needed something just to kind of draw your attention to that label there. So I just pop in this little floral piece. Gosh, March is nearly over. My goodness me. This is crazy. I'm just looking at the calendar going, where is this month going? We get I think you should have probably been getting invoices sent and kit reveal invitations from Steph. It's just all happening. It's just crazy. It's whirling away. It'll be Easter shortly, and then middle of the year, and then it'll be all downhill till Easter. Crazy. Now, I wanted to put that one of a kind on, but it didn't seem to sit well with where I was putting the card I was going to put that on. So I've left that aside, and I'm working on this instead first, which is sometimes what I'll do if I'm not completely convinced. I'll work on some of the cards around it first. If I know I want to use a piece, but I'm just not sure where. So this is a little heart piece that came out of the Kaiser Craft die cut pack. And I just popped out the middle, and I thought, no, I really like the centerpiece. I thought, why not? I'm going to use it anyway. Waste not, want not. I can't even talk today. It's just not happening. Nice little picture of my fiance and his daughter, so my stepdaughter, getting ready. Might have been a bit of an inspirational, come on, going to climb this big hill up to the lighthouse that you can just see in front there. It was a fairly hefty climb, but it was well worth it when we did it. The looks, the views that you get right out to the ocean and all the way around the bay was just stunning. But the walk needed a little bit of, kind of prep talk. So nothing too much in there. I didn't want to take away from the photo too much because it had a nice little natural look to it. And as you can see, they are the last sort of random photos for her album for this holiday. So I could have just left them as sort of spare photos, but I thought, nah, I'm just going to turn them all into some pocket page spreads, a pocket page spread as opposed to individual even 12 by 12s. They didn't need 12 by 12s, I don't feel anyway, and just put them all together. Takes up less room in her album as well. I think I've just had to buy her a new album, so this could be album number 3 for her, bearing in mind that obviously I haven't started her album as such from when she was sort of born or before she was even born. Like my daughter starts from, pre-baby. But yeah, so sort of from when I've come into her life as such. And yeah, so we're already on album number 3. So I'm trying to be mindful this year of compressing the albums a little bit. Plus I don't have lots and lots of shelf room yet, being that we rent, to just keep adding shelves and calyx units in my house at the moment. Not until I have my own very large craft room. So just an easy little one here. I just needed something to add really pretty to that side. It's not the most pretty photo with all the rocks and the dull water and stuff like that. But yeah, so I just wanted to add something a little pretty to that side piece there. And this one was actually on our last night before we headed back home. We went out for dinner. You've probably seen me scrap this photo either over here or potentially over on my own channel before. So digging around in my little blue tray, me leaning across there is my tray. You can just sort of see it in the right corner there. I've rearranged my desk slightly again before I did this video. Trying to find bits and pieces. Now I really loved this little taggy kind of die cut. I loved the little embellishment, the border piece, as well as the cutout. But it just, and the phrasing, and I wanted the phrase for this photo, but it didn't fit with the little like punched out bits at the top, so I had to cut them off, which was a bit of a bummer. But anyway, the sacrifices we make. Now I went to stick that on over the photo and it looked really boring. The love didn't look right. So what I've done is cut some strips of the washi from the sticker book we got, the Kaiser Craft sticker book we got this month. And I've just cut some strips and lined them up and I've just stuck them on the photo. And then as you'll see, I pop that in underneath just to give it a little colouring behind the back, just to make that love pop out a little bit and it not look as sort of boring. Just adding some of those cool little puffy hearts. Are they? I think they're freckle fawn ones. I think from the kits. Trying to make sure I add the right things there without cutting people's heads off. And there you go. You can see those washi strips in behind that word love now a little bit better. And you'll see it a little bit closer in the close-ups. And added another one of those coloured acrylic hearts we got as well. Do I add one down the bottom? I might add a wood veneer heart, yeah. Alright, so that's the pocket spread done. So there you go. You can see this middle section there where I've added those filler cards as well. One I didn't actually use, I just kept, or decorated, I just kept plain, that one on the right. But yeah, that is it. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick and pretty simple pocket page spread. And I will see you again very soon with another project. Thanks for watching. Bye.